Hallo zusammen und willkommen zu einem weiteren Let's Play von Witcher 3. Los geht's. So. Da scheint es jetzt zu brennen beim Baron. Ich bin gerade auf dem Rückweg zu ihm. Wir hatten ja letzte Folge die Ziege da gefunden. Und ich habe eben mal ein paar Charaktereinträge gelesen. Das ist interessant. Zum Beispiel, weil ich die Frau da diese Erscheinung befreit hatte, indem sie den Fischer getötet hat, habe ich wohl die Pest übers Land gebracht und für deren Vernichtung gesorgt. Kacke. Ihr werdet alle sterben, Leute, sorry. Naja, jetzt erstmal hier zur Hauptstory zurück. Hier scheint es halt zu brennen. Och, Pferd. Okay. Schauen wir mal. Die Ställe brennen also.
Oswin? Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable. We've got to save him. He'll burn alive. Him and the horses.
See what I can do.
Hurry now, quick!
Ja, ja. Der Mann.
Oswin,
So.
brother. He's still in the stables. Save him. What will you say now? Next time I ask you to drink, when I see that.
Okay, da geht's nicht, ja.
Looks like rain. Damn it, lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Over here! Can't get out! The roof's collapsed!
I'm coming to get you.
Help me! Do something!
Nee, was soll ich denn machen?
Good work!
Ah, das war das Richtige. Wunderbar. Ja, ich habe alle Pferde gerettet, oder?
We've a hero in our midst. The horses! Why, I'm prepared to forgive you the drubbing you gave those pricks at the crossroads.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
Ah!
They ran from you, didn't they?
Lying prick!
Ah! Ist doch unfair, ich war nicht darauf vorbereitet. Das war... Er hat mich zu Tode geprügelt? Was für ein Arschloch. Ich glaube, jetzt muss ich ein bisschen mehr das Ausweichen benutzen. Ja, ist gut!
They ran
Lass mich
from
doch mal...
you, didn't they?
Lying prick!
Hua! Hauptsache, der tut mir mit der Faust mehr weh als ein Schwert.
We need to talk. Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna?
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
Your wife. How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk and sober. She was there to greet me when I returned the victor. She was there to patch me up in defeat. Like no other, she knew where to press, where to pinch, so it would hurt.
You beat her? For that? For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you? Well, perhaps I shall tell you about it one day. One day, but not today.
Expect me to believe you were a loving father to Tamara after that scene in the courtyard?
You're free to believe whatever you wish, but she was always the apple of my eye. She had the run of the place, ask anyone. She'd ride the horses, hunt with the men, at times join them on their rounds. And they'd send for her when I flew into a rage, for only she could calm me.
Make it sound like she led a charmed life. If that's the case, why'd she run?
I'd hardly need you if I knew.
You knew they'd run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would
Alte
you
Welt
take me
halt,
for?
ne? Ich mache ihm mal ein bisschen Vorwürfe.
Gotta admit, I do think you're a prick. Not because you couldn't control them, but because you drove them away.
What?
Don't play the idiot. You gave them no choice.
Anna and I. It wasn't as it seemed. Seems.
All right, I'm all ears. Tell me what happened. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay.
Draußen
She
stürmt.
refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
Klingt so, als hättest du es
Signs of
verdient.
a fight in the room. Hole in the wall, wine all over the landing. Was that you?
We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but kept missing. Hit the wall and the pillar instead. I staggered backwards onto the table, spilled the wine, slipped and tumbled. Anna used that moment to flee. She rushed down the stairs, still clutching that damn candlestick. I caught her on the landing. We fell. I thought I had her. Then she turned and smacked me in the head. I blacked out. Don't know what happened next. When I came to, I was alone.
Tamara present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame, too. Things might have turned out differently. The sight of her always calmed me.
What happened next?
Next, it only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed.
Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, but Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Seen a lot of dead in my time, but that must have been hard.
Unspeakably so. My legs gave out. I saw fields of corpses at Sodden. Saw witches burn in Maribor. But compared to this, all that was a rabbit's prick alongside a great oak. And the guilt is all mine.
We don't know that yet. The amulet Anna wore could be linked somehow. Maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
Wrapped it in a clean sheet and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
I sympathize. I do.
Thank you. And know that I hope you find your Ciri.
Deal we made means I need to find Tamara and Anna first. Just so happens your unborn daughter might help us do that.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
A cursed creature that draws strength from killing pregnant women. Once it's strong enough, it attacks those who scorned it.
But how? How does it know?
Blood ties. They're a strong bond. A bond I want to use to find your family.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual, and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way. The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight at midnight.
Sehr passend.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Let us stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
A bit further. Follow me.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchlings on the prowl.
Look!
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes guaranteed, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets plowing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Komm schon, du schaffst es. Los, Baron!
Merciful gods!
Back to the fortress.
What? With this?
As I recall, you were the one who wanted to test the old legends and change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
Nicht wahr. Das speichere ich halt nicht. Ich denke mal, um es zu beruhigen, muss ich gleich Axt wirken.
Spectres.
Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Wow. Du lässt den mal runter.
This, take me! It's driving something fierce! Can't hold it! Calm it! Oh. Quiet now. What do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family.
Das ist natürlich viel leichter zu ertragen. Aber okay, besser als das.
Need to hurry.
On with it! Look at it!
Natürlich hat es gewirkt. Bin ein Hexer.
Chosen a name?
No.
So think of one. It's important.
It's a girl. What would Anna have named her?
Keine Ahnung.
We must bury it. We'll speak afterwards.
All meine Sachen sind kaputt und ich habe kein Geld, um die zu reparieren.
What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of Earth
rulers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee, Dea, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
Übrigens aus der Geschichte, der Baron war vorher auch ein legendärer Monsterjäger und Feldherr. Einfach nur ein Opfer des Alkohols.
What now?
Kein schlechter Mensch.
In one day's time, Dea should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. The guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But...
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
Was soll ich jetzt schon dabei rufen? Meditieren.
By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
Hui, das war aber schnell. Okay, ja, hier kann ich mein Pferd wieder benutzen. Ah. Pferd, du bist nicht wirklich hilfreich. Du sollst nicht hinter mir spawnen, vor mir! Spawnt echt immer hinter mir.
That's it, Roach.
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though. change in here? A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. Horseshoe. We're here. I'm going the right way. Pitch burner could afford a horse. Wants to show me something more.
La 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 la.
Faster.
Du darfst dich gerne ein wenig schneller
Come on,
bewegen.
Roach.
Was ist das? Ah, das ist das Ziel.
Just had a field day. Still worth a closer look.
Weg, 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 weg!
Die. Examine that horse carcass. What do we have here?
Ein Pferd.
Bones have been here a while. Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days. Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks. Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse? Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength. Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here. Come on.
Auch nicht Wölfe. Kann ich vom Pferd aus nicht besiegen. Trefft mich nicht. Aha.
Let's go.
A fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Ist bestimmt nicht gruselig, wenn ein Mann einfach reingerannt kommt.
Who's that? Other room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women. The Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
I want to help that woman. She could be in danger.
Young and seen no one, my lord. He's a kiddie. Must have dreamt it.
I want to hear this dream then. So, kid, who did you see? Who came here?
Pappy brought her at night, the lady does the medicines. She was all afeared. Talked about an awful monster, said she had to go back, don't know where to. Mummy and Pappy cheered her up, gave her clothes. Hers were ragged.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough, no point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of her father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is, hi. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than to Crow's Perch with a baron.
Why?
'Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I mean. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
Das ist doch von den Hexen.
What marks?
These, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
While back, I met a woman in Crookback Bog. Had fiery marks on her skin like the ones you described.
Must be her, Mrs. Anna. Gods, she's a Crookback Bog.
It's
Und
where
darf
I
ich
saw
gegen die
her
Hexen
last.
kämpfen?
Gods of all the heavens protect us. 'Tis clear now whose whisper 'twere in the night.
It is?
The crones took her. She must have made a deal with them. A pact. It's why they marked her and took her like she was their own.
Thanks for your help.
The lady. She'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is.
Nicht. Geh
So
zur
here our
Linie.
paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
Ach, jetzt ist sie plötzlich schnell. Ach ja. Okay, ich skip kurz. Einen Moment, wollt ihr eine Quest annehmen?
Halt! Stand and you! I challenge you!
Boots a bit big, maybe? Careful not to trip.
Halt, I say! I am Ronvid of the Small Marsh, bound by a sacred oath.
Oh, that's rough. My sympathies.
To honour Maid Bilberry, fairest of all maids I know, by duelling 100 knights to the death. Now, draw your sword post.
Wow, ich bin der Erste.
Why are you challenging me? Don't recall doing anything to offend the maid Bilberry.
Well, why? Then swear. Swear! Maid Bilberry's the most loveliest of all.
Thing is, I've never laid eyes on her.
Aha! Ah! I shall wash your scorn away with thy blood, fiend. Stand and fight.
Ich hoffe, ich habe die Option, dass ich ihn nicht töten muss. Das ist ein Vollidiot.
You know, I will.
Had enough?
Yes, luck stood with you. But the next time we meet,
Go back to Maid Bilberry and apologize for being an ass. Quick, before I change my mind and break your bones.
We shall meet again.
Blöd, dass er sich als ersten Gegner einen der stärksten aussucht, ne? Gut, bis gleich. So, wieder da.
Ask a service of the Witcher, the Pella must. A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil the Pella needs. Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to emerge. Damned souls, too. We've the circle to protect from these wretches.
What'll I get out of it?
Witches do naught for free. This the Pella knows. Not to fear.
Ach komm.
Seems
Mach
like
aber.
you could use a witcher. So yeah, I'll help.
You'd not refuse. The Pella knew.
Sonnenaufgang.
The
Wow,
time's
geil.
come to gather the folk.
Geil.
Across the lake we must journey. To Fyke Isle. There in the circle of stones we shall meet.
The sooner we
später.
resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight at midnight.
Nein. Damit bin ich aber jetzt nicht einverstanden.
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
We'll never forget that. Here. I'm grateful.
20 Kronen. Super, kann ich mir ein Eis von holen. Ja. Aber okay, er ist ein Stallbursch. Ich werde jetzt nicht mehr verlangen.
Witcher, a word, please.
Warum will jeder Drecksack mit mir reden?
Believe we've not had the pleasure. They call me the sergeant. Left over from my army days, you understand.
Ah,
When me and Philip, meaning the Baron, served under a Temerian banner. Wanted to ask you about something.
No
hey,
time.
ah!
This'll only take a minute. That night, when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside, what did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is?
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No. Don't drink, don't eat. Just sit.
Sehr gut. Das ist der richtige Weg, Baron.
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms will please Dea most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
Was ist sie?
Your loss. It must hurt. Bad. But there wasn't anything we could do.
No. Not now. Not anymore. It was too late. That was clear. Should have acted earlier. Taken them all from this damned felon. In this hole. This reesty mire. Nothing could go right here.
Got
Jetzt wird
some
alles
information about your family.
You've learned something? Well, let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out. Any news for me?
Your daughter's in Oxenford.
What the blazes? She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
No, but I talked to the man who helped her escape and then took her in. Tamara is safe and sound. From what I gathered, she has no desire to see you again, no intention to return.
I shan't trust some peasant dolt. I shan't trust whoever it is helped her.
I need to know for certain she's safe. Go to her. You must be sure. See her yourself. I shan't believe anyone else.
Na, Mann.
That much I can do.
I'm grateful. Take this. Call it enticement. And this might prove useful.
What is it?
A letter of safe conduct. Ever since the Redanians took hold of the Pontard Delta, they made it damned hard to get to Novigrad without one. Very well. You were to find them both. What of Anna? Learned anything?
We'll talk about her, don't worry. But right now, you'll tell me about Ciri, just like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest.
Ah, jagen mit Ciri. Das klingt nach Spaß.
That lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, where he's still among the living. Ciri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Oh, you're done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
A little here, a little there.
Not surprising, given
Die ist
you
übrigens so
Not
mit das
alone
wichtigste
no more.
Wesen.
She's in the company now.
Aber sie ist
That's
zu jung,
right.
deswegen noch
You're a
nicht.
member of the company.
Sie ist
We're
Herrscherin
drinking
über Zeit
together,
und
killed a
Raum,
wild boar as a pack, you might
Magierin,
say.
Hexerin,
But we've no notion how
Erbin
you
vieler
arrived here.
Throne.
A woman in a man's garb, razor on her back. Who exactly are you? You a mercenary?
So, das kann ich sagen.
A witcher. Though not entirely. I never went through the mutations.
A witcher? So apart from the swordplay, what, you know potions and all that?
Not so much. A bit.
Because you see, at times I get this pinching back here.
Shut it, Egrin. Nobody cares about your backside. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one. But never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally.
Easy.
What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do it all.
What happened? You get the jitters?
No.
So why not?
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. We start at daybreak.
Ciri ist cool. Immerhin ist sie auch die Stimme bei iPhone. Ach ja. Sonnenaufgang.
The day dawns.
Ready?
As ever, first one to the tower.
Man's up!
Ich wette, mit ihrem Dodge-Skill wäre ich schneller als er mit dem Pferd.
Come on, Ciri, don't you embarrass us.
Sprinte! Och. Einrastfunktion.
Your sword is mine!
That'll be the day.
Niemals!
Kick it!
Show how it's done.
Warum können die Gegner überhaupt endlos sprinten? Ich irgendwie ein bisschen unfair. mit einem Sprint.
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you!
What?
Adrian, oder? Oder... Zwiebelstens.
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even worried to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Cliffhanger. Okay.
So long.
Gut, die Zeit ist leider wieder um. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao, ciao.